Stay 13. The ball is teed up at the 40-yard line.
So they had insult to injury. White River has to kick off.
It's 35-0 at halftime. Dustin France getting ready to kick it off. He gives it a boot, comes up short. They do a fake reverse. Trey Rodar.
Still going.
He's got a wide open field, puts a stiff arm on number 31, Tristan Noss. And he is taken out of bounds around the 25-yard line. Didn't you say something about insult to injury?
I wasn't expecting that. Well, look at it this way. He didn't score.
That's how White River has to look at it. They held him to 50-yard return.
Yeah.
So Enumclaw comes. Comes out. Scotty Garvin as the quarterback. It's 1st and 10 on the 25. Will they throw? Will they run? They hand off on a jet sweep to number 23. Comes around the left corner, picks him some yard. Jordan Johnson making a nice run on that jet sweep. Enumclaw runs the spread offense, which is the style of the day in high school and college. And
they do. They've been throwing the ball a lot too.
Yep. But they run all the aspects of the spread offense, and once again, they're picking up yardage.
Run first, then throw a whole lot.
Scotty Garvin, line of scrimmage, takes the snap, hands off to number 7. He finds a little hole over the left-hand side. Connor Pierce picks up some yardage. It looks like they're going to be content to do a little ground and pound here to run out the clock and have mercy on White River.
We'll see.
He said with confidence. So it's 3rd and 7. Ball's on the 23. Will they throw it, or will they do a run to take up more time? Connor Pierce in the backfield. Jared Avezdo. Scotty Garvin takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, looks deep. Throws a bullet over the middle. It was low, and it looks like it was picked off.
Well, even though that was intercepted, he had way too much time back there for White River to...
But from a chess master standpoint, the ball is deep in White River's territory at the 5-yard line.
They're starting in a hole again.
That's exactly the point, again.
At least it wasn't a touchdown.
So Dustin Pierce brings him to the line of scrimmage. Dustin France, high snap, way over his head. He gets drilled and goes down, and there's a flag. Might be the first flag against Enumclaw.
It's usually in that area of roughing the passer or unnecessary roughness.
Refs are saying a face mask against the Enumclaw ordinance. It'll be one of the bigger offensive plays of the night. The penalty.
There's a penalty.
So it's 1st and 10.
New strategy.
Dustin France has been taking some high snaps. Sends his man in motion, takes a snap. Does a reverse pivot. Tristan Noss picks up some yard. Tristan Noss is the tailback. He's 5'7", 210. He's been their workhorse all evening.
They need a little breathing room. They got 1st down, but they're going to have to throw the ball if they want to get some serious yardage here.
The snap, handoff on the jet sweep, tackle by number 25. Nicely done.
There's another penalty. That was late.
Well, that's against Enumclaw also.
Well, it is a new strategy. You advance the ball on penalties.
Well, leading 35-0, it's easy to get sloppy. They need to stay disciplined and focused in their assignments and not make foolish penalties and give White River any hope or opportunity to think that they can come back. But still, it was a fine tackle. And the ref is going to march off the yardage.
And you want to keep the momentum on your side, and that can give them more momentum. And once White River gets a score, then you don't want to open the floodgates.
It's 1st and 10, White River. The 36. In motion. Another high snap. Justin Frentz has it. Looks to throw, but runs the ball instead. I mean, that's a fine strategy to keep a drive going, but it's not going to get points. And they need to be successful throwing the ball. They need to have some openings, and just scrambling, picking up some yardage on a drive is not going to be
4
enough.
yards in a cloud of dust isn't going to get your points back.
So 2nd and 6 for White River. Another high snap. Hands it off, strings it out nicely. Number 9 cleans them up. Tarek Hagen makes a nice hit. Has a host of other Hornets get in on the action, but he comes in and cleans it up. So now it'll be 3rd and 6.
Now what they do on this play will be indicative of what they're going to do the rest of the second half, because they gotta be throwing. They gotta get the ball downfield, and
so if they get to 4th down, do they go
get
for
across that 50?
There's a snap. He's looking, throws short. Picked off the ground. We'll see if they call that a complete or if it's touched another.
Looks like it might be a first down if that's complete.
See what the refs call. Calling a first down. They're moving the chains. Justin France brings the line of scrimmage.
Short.
There's the slot receiver to the top of the screen. Send in motion. Another high snap. Handoff up the middle. That goes nowhere, and even less.
So when something doesn't work for you, do it over and over again? Is that the strategy here?
That can be a coaching philosophy. I'm not saying that's what it is tonight. But
I'm saying so far in the second half, that's what we've seen.
If your strong suit doesn't work, you got to have
Plan B?
Yeah, you need to have a plan B. There's the snap. He's looking for his receiver. Almost picked off by number 35.
Yeah, that.
Sam Schuler made a nice read on the quarterback's eyes. They're going to go for.
That throw was really low too. That should have been up a lot more.
So that brings up 3rd and 12. But they're looking to execute it, so that's actually a good thing. Frentz takes the snap, looks left, throws deep. There is nobody there. That ball is not even close to getting.
He got it on the first hop. I don't think that's counting.
Only in tennis.
Oh, yes.
So it's going to be 4th and 12. We'll see what the White River Hornets seem to be bringing out their punt team. Well, that drive went from the 5-yard line to about the 35-yard line, so they got 30 yards on that drive, and that has been
that
typical.
pass was a wounded duck. It didn't look like it was going to go anywhere. It was just fortunate it hit the ground before someone could come along and pick it off.
So Dustin France is coming off the field, number 22. Ryan Ritchie comes in. He will do the punting, apparently. Number 11 and number 23 are back for the Hornets. Jordan Johnson and Trey Roder. Nice high kick. Muff.
It's on the ground.
And 16 picks it up. Dylan Basler for the White River Hornets, their best field position.
I take that back. That is now their highlight play of the evening.
So it was a good attempt by Trey. I think he saw the field open before him and just had the ball bounce off his hands. And he's disconsolate right now, but he's a fine young man.
I don't know if they got this far up the field yet tonight, have they? They may have gotten into Enumclaw territory earlier, but
not this deep. Dustin France leads the line, takes the snap. They go in a reverse, cuts it inside. Still going, but down in a pile. Go a host of Hornets.
all that running and basically nothing for it.
Number 60 gets his shoe on. Play is going to resume. Quarterback sends his man in motion. Number 44 hands off to Tristan Noss. He gets plowed on. May have picked up a couple. So White River is looking at 3rd and 5. Ball is about the 29-yard line of Enumclaw Hornets. They have trips to the bottom of your screen. They blitz inside, throw to the, the pass is incomplete. Number 9, Ethan Clay had the ball in his hands and got knocked loose.
And he should have been throwing on the last 2 downs before this. Their running hasn't gotten them anywhere, and they're at the point in the game where they might as well throw the ball. Get good at something else, too.
That was good, very good pass by Dustin France, who was right on the money. So on 4th and 5, they really spread it out.
That's a pretty long field goal, too. You probably want to go for it.
France has a snap, looking left, going to scramble, gets hit, eludes that hit, fumbles the ball, still loose. Somebody at the 15-yard line is going to have that ball. We don't know who yet. But at the bottom of the pile, we know for sure it's going to be a Hornet.
Body language of White River coming out of there told the story.
Recovery by number 23, Jordan Johnson, of a fumble. Not only a story, but a sad story of the White River Hornets tonight that has been unfortunately typical of what's gone on. They seem to make some progress, and then something goes awry.
Best thing I can say is they've kept Enumclaw from scoring so far this quarter, because they advanced the ball on a muff punt.
So Enumclaw comes out. Connor Pierce. Scotty Gavin, quarterback, takes a snap, looks, throws, wide open. Number 9.
It goes out of bounds.
Tark Hagan. Not only was wide open, might have been questionable if he caught the ball because he had his knee close to touching the turf, but apparently not close enough.
Coach is trying to make a case over there for the knee going down.
So the chains move on that completion. Dan Heap, Connor Pierce, and Scotty Gavin in the Enumclaw Hornet backfield. Does a little talking. Scotty does some talking to Tarek. We'll see if they got a little aerial conversation going on. Takes the snap, looks right, throws the smoke screen out there, puts a move on the cornerback, and picks up some big yardage. Number 23, Jordan Johnson did a juke and left his guy jockstrap at all in the middle of the field.
On the field there.
That's right. But there's a flag on the play.
Oh, they're backing up Enumclaw.
Let's see what the penalty is. But that was a fine execution of a quick screen, and the receiver made a terrific move on the cornerback, and picked up some additional yardage. Tarek Hagan comes off the field. Blake Hildebrand by your screen.
Back to the 15 again.
Oh, it's 1st and 20. They hand off to number 33, picks up maybe a yard or two. Dan Heap. So it'll be 2nd down. It's a very conservative call, but when you have a 35-0 lead, almost what does it matter?
Seems like backing them up just allows them to eat more clock in the 3rd quarter.
And we are in the 3rd quarter, high atop the Cal Wren's broadcast tower here at Pete's Pool, Enumclaw Field. 4:17 left in the 3rd quarter. Wide open. Tarek Hagan on a curl in pattern. Scotty on the mark. Throws a dagger. Tarek
they were
catches it.
Getting penetration to the quarterback, and he was wide open. He had too much time, and Enumclaw's been doing this all night.
So it's 3rd and 5. In motion, number 7 gets the ball, goes upfield, gets hit twice, and Connor Pierce is close to a 1st down. Fourth and 1. Enumclaw is going for it, and they're going to a no huddle, hurry up offense. The snap, low, up the field, up the gut goes Scotty Garvin. He would not be denied, put down his head, his shoulder, picked up the 1st down.
See, that's what I mean. Earlier in the game, at the beginning, they probably would have punted there. Now they're just using this long field to eat up clock and maybe have another score, but we're going to be in the 4th quarter by the time this is over.
So Connor Pierce in the backfield, along with Dan Heap. Scotty Garvin, your quarterback. Hands it off to 7. Breaks over he's got some room and some speed. Look out, ladies and gentlemen. If anybody can catch him, he's down there. I don't think the referees can catch up fast enough to find out if he's in or not.
Sorry, my mistake. They weren't eating up clock. That was just a ploy.
So there is no touchdown signal, but my, what a run. What a good job reading his blockers, seeing the open field and running to daylight.
He cut that back and he had daylight.
He certainly did. Super job.
It's either over pursuit or no pursuit. I'm kind of going with the no pursuit.
So apparently the ball is on the 1 yard line. It's I formation behind Scotty. And to number 3, Jared Avezdo. He goes in and scores. Just a little delay, which should have happened on the previous play. But Enumclaw would not be denied. So the horn and the bell and the crowd sound it all. Enumclaw 41, waiting for the PAT. Garrett puts it up, almost breaks the window. It's good. Well, there is no cheer on the White River side. I think what we see is a dramatic, physical, and experiential difference between the two sides. Enumclaw is showing that they have a lot more experience. They're more physical, more talented.
Very good pass plays.
Oh, they have looked really, really good.
White River hasn't had an answer for those pass plays. They haven't been able to cover them, and on the long run, that guy went through untouched.
Scotty and Tarek have been playing pitch and catch all night long. White River's been playing a real cushy zone, and it's been easy for those guys to get open, run curl patterns. The quick screens have been wide open. So Garrett looks ready to kick off again. Doesn't look a bit tired. Just waiting for the signal from the refs. It's 2:38 left in the third quarter. Ball is spotted at the 40-yard line. Kicking team. Looks like they want to get down there and make a hit. Garrett's ready. Boom.
Nice kick.
Booms it deep and high at the goal line. A lot of room for return. They got nailed from the backside. That's probably their best return of the night, quite frankly. So we'll find out where the ball is being spotted.
Maybe they can add to that and start throwing the football. Yeah, if they don't throw at least 2 passes in this series, this first series, I don't know what they're doing.
Dustin France takes the snap, hands it off, and who goes up the middle? Tristan Noss. Oh, the laundry goes flying high in there.
Again.
So looks like, oh, it's personal foul on Enumclaw. So they're going to march that off. Another drive-sustaining penalty.
If They've gotten a lot of their yards on that.
It would be an interesting comparison on the penalty yardage versus the rush yardage for the White River Hornets. Either way, it's a first down.
And the muff punt yardage.
Enumclaw tries to make some substitutes. Somebody has called a timeout. It's been the Enumclaw Hornets calling timeout as they try to make some substitutes, knowing that it's 42-0. It's time for other players to get some playing time, especially when it's the battle at the bridge. It's Friday Night Lights, first game of the season. Beautiful night here in Enumclaw. Terrific field, terrific crowd. If you're Enumclaw, terrific game. If you're White River, not so terrific.
We'll forget this one.
Yeah. Just wipe it off the board and start fresh next week.
Not sure what they can take away from that for the following game. They'll have to see how they do.
I know exactly what they can take away. I know exactly what they can take away from this game.
Okay.
Don't play a AAA school. Play a AA school.
Take nothing from this game.
Yeah. No injuries. That's what you want when you get a game like this.
Move on to the next one.
Move on. White River still has its starters in. Dustin France, Tristan Noss.
Because we're basically in the fourth quarter.
Snap. Ooh. There's reverse. 22's right there. Makes a hit along with 14. So Josh Deadly and Bryce Podolak make the hit on the reverse. They weren't fooled. Way to stick with it and make a big stick. Getting their playing time on Friday Night Lights here in Enumclaw at Pete's Pool, Enumclaw Stadium. So once again, as you might be able to see, there's been some wholesale substitutions.
Maybe they'll throw it.
In motion. They pitch number 44. He breaks loose. Still going. Hunter Hendricks, wide receiver, senior, 6 foot, 200 pounds. Got some yardage. So now against...
Well, they did a lot of running and ate up a lot of clock on that. That was
now
good.
against the underclassmen and the second string players, JV players, White River might find some yardage. Ref moves the ball 2 inches to make sure it's properly located. Center comes over the ball. Dustin France, quarterback. That's going to be a procedure on White River. They sent their man in motion, number 44, Hunter Hendricks. Oh, maybe none of that matters at all. It's the clock that ran out. No laundry tonight on that particular play. So at the end of 3 quarters, merciful heavens, it is 42 for Enumclaw. For the White River Hornets, there is a goose egg on the board.
So the Hornets are 42 and the Hornets are nothing.
Well, we knew going in that the Hornets would win on this game. I'm sure everybody knows that as
both teams are named the Hornets.
A joke, but the biggest thing is will the Enumclaw substitutes be able to finish pitching the shutout in the fourth quarter, or will they give up a score or two, which really doesn't even matter.
Well, it may be a function of who they have out on the field in the fourth quarter. They may be getting a lot of playing time for a lot of players, a lot of substitutions. So fourth quarter won't be indicative of the last 3, or it might.
So Dustin France is the quarterback for the White River Hornets. Number 22, Ryan Ritchie, is in the backfield. In motion, number 44, Hunter Hendricks. They give the 22 on the right-hand side. He picks up some yardage. He will score.
He's going.
He gets tackled, but I don't see a signal yet by a referee. Oh, apparently he did not get in. Hard to imagine he has such a big lead. But there they are. Ryan Ritchie, motored down there. So in motion,
who they'll give it to.
number 22, the young man who ran such a long ways. Ryan Ritchie. We'll see if he gets in. We'll see if they stiffen up here. So it's 2nd and 1. We'll see if they give it to Nasser Ritchie on this one. Francis takes handoff, number 22 up the gut. No signal yet. No. They're determined to give him the score for the long run. So that's been 3 carries. The long one, and now 2 down to go. It's now 3rd.
You might as well give it to him again. He hasn't had to run real far since that long run.
High formation. Hand off to 20. Oh, Francis does a keeper on the right-hand side and scores. Taking the goose egg off the board.
Something to cheer about.
So the White River faithful cheer and clap and leave. There is.
And tell everybody you're not shutting us out.
There's a bit of an exodus to the door with some of the White River fans. They've been going out to the parking lot. So Dustin Francis is the kicker. We'll see how his leg compares to Garrett. His kick, up, good. Doesn't hit the field house, but it's good. So White River.
42-7. They're going to mount their comeback now.
How much should we be looking for the onside kick here? Or do you kick it away knowing that it's going to be the second team offense running things?
I would say that if Enumclaw gets the ball on onside kick, they have a shorter field. And you probably want to make it as long as possible with their other players in. So maybe kick it away, and they just got to take the ball back, White River does, to get respectable here. It looks like they found a guy to run the ball. 3/4 late, but that's okay.
Well, I don't think it's so much who as it was against whom.
Yeah.
When they had Enumclaw there.
Pretty good though, going through that.
Oh yeah, he made a nice run.
He made that quick cut. He wasn't like trying to make a decision. He made his decision and he went. So
Dustin France there, all-everything man. Quarterback, kicker, touchdown score. Looking for the signal. So the guys up front. Nope, he boots it away. It's caught at the goal line. Right up the middle looking for a hole. Finds a small one. And Connor Pierce makes a nice return.
The big thing for White River is they need to have a sense of urgency here and keep it moving if they want to look fairly respectable, because the clock's still running and they can't afford to let Enumclaw march down the field and eat up that clock.
Well, it depends what team comes out, first team or second team. I suspect it will be the second team, and we'll see how stiff the number 1 defense of White River is against the second team offense. Quarterback is Jacob Ravel. Takes the snap, kind of low. Not a real auspicious start for the second team. It was a weak snap from center, and at least they recovered the ball. They've lost 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 14. So it's their time to shine, their time to execute, their time to get their playing time in. Jacob Ravel brings the line of scrimmage, calls signals, takes the hike, hands it off. Number 21, Kristen Wakefield, picks some yardage. Nice job of running over right tackle.
I know it's cliche, but 3rd down, this is where White River has to make the stop and get the ball back.
So do they put it in the air, or do they try and run it to pick up this 1st down? I suspect that they won't try and get a turnover, that they'll just do some kind of run option. Okay.
Why not?
That's what speculation runs rampant here high atop the Cal Rentos broadcast tower. He throws a bullet in the flat. Low stiff arm, gets out of bounds around the 50-yard line.
That's a 1st down.
Number 18, Brandon Barnett. Nice job by Jacob Ravel throwing that bullet out there.
That was a dart.
It was.
I'd like to see that pass from White River. I haven't seen something like that out of White River.
I think that might be a playbook philosophy. It's not what they do. And they haven't done it. So Jacob brings the line of scrimmage, gets a pass out to the flat to number 5. What a move he puts on. Goes back in the middle of the field. Tyler Harris puts on a little dancing clinic, dancing in front of the stars to get up a 1st down. Nicely done.
Moves the ball, moves the chains, and the clock just keeps going. Speaking of which, we lost the scoreboard for a minute while that play was going, and then it came back.
As long as we don't lose the stadium lights like in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. It would be powerful dark here if those lights went out. So, 1st and 10 for Enumclaw, and they're at the White River 35. Snap and the pitch to the running back. Makes some room. Picks up some yardage. Number 83, Taylor Beard, sophomore, 5'8" and 150. Doing a nice job as a man in motion picking that up. Once again, running the spread offense. There's so many options to it, so many looks.
The clock is winding down. White River is not stopping the run, and they're not stopping the pass.
I think they've substituted their guys also on the defensive line. So Jacob brings him out there, calls signals, gets the snap, hands it off right up the middle. Oh, big hits. These guys are still players. Number 21, Christian Wakefield on the carry. But White River still sticking the ball carrier. They're not afraid to put their helmet in there and do the job. Even with the score 42-7, they're showing character and integrity by playing hard and playing physical. First down, and the clock is running. So the clock is down to nearly 5 minutes left in the game. Chanted defense comes up from the White River players' sideline. The snap, I formation. Running back takes it up the middle, about 3 yards. So it's on the 19-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Number 18, Brendan Barrett, leaves the huddle. Bryce Podolak is at the bottom of your screen. Trey Roeder excuse me, Jacob Ravel is the quarterback. 14 does leave before the snap of the ball, just as the White River middle linebacker is looking to blitz. So offside Enumclaw.
There.
They'll back him up 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 12.
And the clock runs.
And the ref picks up his laundry. They break the huddle. Once again, Bryce Podolak at the bottom of the screen. Quarterback, Jacob Ravel. Calls signals. Takes the hike. Number 36, up the gut, off the left-hand side. Touchdown, Hornets. Your Enumclaw Hornets not satisfied with 42. Get 48. At 3:16.
Soon to be 49.
At 3:16 left.
Yeah, he got away from them, and it was just a foot race.
Well, on the Enumclaw side, they're executing real well on their second team. It was nicely blocked, very well ran. They know what they're doing. Garrett Berquist in to kick. The holder is Jared Bullpen. Snap, set, kick, high enough. Oh, and it's off to the right.
Into the crowd.
Oh, it is good. It looked a little slicey to me. We're next to the Enumclaw golf course. I thought it was a little bit of a slice, but it was through the upright, so it is good. And now there's a wholesale defection of White River faithful as they start making their way out of the stadium. So Enumclaw answers touchdown for touchdown. They gave up their shutout and the goose egg, but they've answered back and gotten a touchdown score with their second team. The band in the student section cheer and play away. It's a happy time. On the
Sounds
east
like one of
side
those
the
old time songs.
It is. But it has a familiar ring to it. It's going to be the ring of the bell or the battle at the bridge and how the Enumclaw Hornets have dominated.
I think these guys should be back a little deeper. They're standing at their 10. We'll see.
Jared Berquist, the kicker, who's shown that he has a leg.
Not a lot of breeze.
He drills it down the middle. Little hopper to number 30. And down he goes. That was John Stroud returning the kick for the White River Hornets. So number 7, Trevor Johnson for White River comes out for the quarterback position. He is 6'1", 145. He's a sophomore. In the backfield also is number 22, Brian Ritchie. We've seen him in action. And he gets the action, sprints to the left side of the field, and a whole host of Hornets do a tackling drill. Stays in bounds, clock continues to run, 2:51.
That should not have been the plan. But Ritchie really runs the ball well. I'm surprised that it took till this late in the game for him to be running it so much.
So the ball carrier picked up 9 yards on that carry. Refs are getting their whistles right. In motion goes number 5. High snap on the ground. Not sure why they're calling it dead. False start. offense. That's why they're calling it.
It kind of looked like someone moved there. I couldn't quite see who it was, but it seemed like someone
Maybe it
moved.
was the center with that high snap. I'm not exactly sure, but that has been a problem for White River, no matter who the starter has been tonight, is the snaps are really high, and that throws off the timing of the offense that they're running when they run a guy in front and they're trying to do these handoffs, that it breaks the timing of it. And motion goes number 5, handoff to number 22. He's met right at the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage there.
The number 81, Tristan Fry for the Enumclaw Hornets, was on that hit.
So you wanted to stop the clock, I guess. You wouldn't want to run up the middle, but they're still doing it. Seems like they did better going around the end.
Exactly. So it's 1:22 left in the game. Trevor brings the line of scrimmage. In motion they go. A muffed handoff.
Off the ball.
Number 85, Hunter Harriet. Just a handoff that didn't go smoothly between the quarterback.
Don't want to be putting the ball on the ground.
Less than a minute. It's 4th and 12. Well, they have enough confidence in the young man to put it up. Okay, they are going, apparently there's some confusion as to who's going to do what. No, there's White River Hornets. Yes, and it looks like it's going to be the punting team.
Student body right. Here we go.
Well, yeah, it's going to be the punting team. In comes Destin France, their starting quarterback. He'll probably do the kicking. He always does, but one never knows what might happen on 4th and 12.
The clock just runs.
The kick, low, but bounces.
Almost kicked it into the players rushing in.
It's down by the White River Hornets around the 38-yard line. So, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the battle at the bridge.
Mercifully, it comes to an end.
The 2014 edition. There's a lot of cheering on the Enumclaw sideline. White River is going to do the walk, do the congratulations hand slap. But it's been a bitter battle at the bridge tonight for the White River Hornets. What offense they were able to muster was only against the second team, and they lose this game 49-7. Enumclaw looked sharp, precise, in control, and substantially
They looked like they were
better.
very well coached and very well prepared. And frankly, some of the White River players looked pretty slow.
Well, I think there was an issue with, like we've said all night long, an issue with coverage. They were not able to keep up with the Enumclaw receivers, gave them huge amounts of cushion and room, and that allowed them to not only complete those hitch passes and the quick passes in the flat, but when they went deep and long, those were open.
Right.
So probably half of Enumclaw is here, and maybe 3/4 of Buckley, representing White River, is here. It's been a beautiful night here at Enumclaw Stadium at Pete's Pool, showing off the field house, showing off the stadium, the new turf that makes this stadium so special and so beautiful, especially on a night like tonight. When we started the game, it was around 80 degrees. It's been a beautiful night.
Chill.
Yeah, a little bit of a chill, a little September chill coming on.
Yep.
But we've been in short sleeves all night long, and it's been a great night. Great night for the Enumclaw Hornets, a great night for scoring touchdowns for Enumclaw and their defense. It's been a terrific way to start the season for the Enumclaw Hornets.
Right. And we'll look to see where we go from here.
Doing battle in the AAA South Puget Sound League should be substantially different than doing battle in the 2A of the South Puget Sound League. And I think we can see tonight that there's a reason for the designations for certain schools, why they are in the divisions and leagues that they're in, just for the safety of their players. This was a throttling. Enumclaw had their way all night long.
Yeah, that one score came pretty much in garbage time, as they say.
But it's all good. So as we close out this broadcast, we want to say thank you to so many people in the Cal Rents, giving us this lift for the night, high atop Cal Rents broadcast tower here. We've taken these excellent shots and seeing the field and doing the color and the play-by-play up here. The athletic director for EHS, Phil Engerbretson, has been just wonderful to us and for us, and worked this whole thing out, especially when we were at the stadium and had some placement issues. So it's been a real success for ECTV tonight also. So as we take in the last shots, and they're holding up the trophy of the battle at the bridge, and it's a big deal and a big celebration. As we say goodnight for tonight, for those of us that work the late shift here at Pete's Pool, deep in the heart of Enumclaw. Good night, everybody.